Days like these last with one another, with the feeling pass. Would you find out with me if it all starts to crumble? We'll search the pieces for a hope or a mumble. It's not for me to decide if I should be the one by your side. And hope we know when it's better to say goodbye. You ever wonder if we know what's best for one another? Are we just another project? We're both fixer-uppers, just waiting to crumble. If we search the pieces, would we be bitter, humble? It's not for me to decide if I should be the one by your side. And hope we know when it's better to say goodbye. You ever wonder? You ever wonder?
Came out here to meditate and just reflect on just everything that I've accomplished in this last year, all of the growth and just amazing milestones that I reached, but also just to think about the limitations that I've been struggling against too, and everything that I would like to leave behind in 2020. So I'm saying goodbye to some things here in 2020. In a minute, I'm gonna go start a little fire, and all the things that I wrote down that I want to leave behind, I'm gonna burn that in the fire. So been doing these on full moons. Today's a full moon. By the time you see this, it might be New Year's already. Yeah, so on the full moon, it's a really good time to cleanse and release things that just don't serve you anymore. And whether it be like limiting mindsets or, maybe habits, people in your life that aren't, they're serving your highest good, and they should probably be cut off. They're maybe draining you from your energy. People, it can be places, just different behaviors, mindsets, like I said. And so I am here thinking about the things that have really held me back in 2020 and all of the things that I would love to leave behind. It's really cool that we have a full moon so close to the new year. I know this new year has this last year has been incredibly challenging for a lot of people. It's been a really bizarre and just weird year, but I feel like personally so many good things can be taken away from this year. So many milestones that I've reached. Like, I'm just really proud of myself, and I can see definitely so much silver lining in everything that's been going on. I mean, it just kind of shows like the resilience of the human spirit, that no matter what gets thrown at us, like, we find a way around it. And yes, it's been challenging and hard, but at the same time, it's been exposing things that need to be dealt with. Like, it's been exposing faulty systems and behaviors and ways of thinking that just don't work. And so a lot of good has come out of this last year. We just have to posture ourselves to make the best out of every situation and take the best approach and the best attitude, because it really does make a huge difference, like your mindset. I made it up in my heart many years ago that no matter what goes on in the world, no matter what goes on externally, in my finances, in my career, my family, no matter what goes on in the world, I've set it in my heart to be content and learn how to be content in any and all situations, because we give way too much power to our external world. We look to things to make us feel happy, to ease the pain, to numb the stress, and it's honestly just not really healthy behavior when we have afforded too much power to external things. Because if we haven't, like, you can't touch a man's soul. Like, if you can rob him, you can steal from him, you can even murder him, but you can't take his soul. You can't touch his spirit. And if he is a strong person inside, like, no matter what you throw at that person, they'll bounce back, just being resilient. And I've definitely am taking that away from this last year, is just resilience. And I've seen so many people start to awaken to their potential and to their, inner power and strength. And it's just been a really lovely experience to get to witness those things. So with this full moon, I'm going to go start a little fire here in a second, and I'm just going to leave all of this stuff behind that's been limiting to me and just let it be burned up and just move on. I'm moving into the new year with like high expectation that things are going to be different. I have a new content now on my channel. This is like really, really coming from my heart. So I'm pretty excited about that. I hiked all the way back here deep into the woods, and to be honest, I'm not feeling the best. Corey and I started feeling really bad yesterday. We woke up in the middle of the night with a very bad headache. Our muscles were aching, and we've had a little cough, and my throat is a little is burning, and my tongue is tingling. Like, it's just this weird sensation I've had on my tongue. And guess what? So we started to question what was going on, and it was confirmed yesterday that one of our relatives tested positive for COVID. I don't know. It just seems like the smallest task has me feeling extremely drained. So It's really nice to just lay out here in the woods. I'm not looking forward to the hike back to the car.
I met an old man. I said, tell me your story. He took out an old pen and wrote something for me. Then he kept walking on down the road, and I watched him disappear like smoke. And I thought I'd just seen a ghost. Then I looked down at what he wrote. It said, son, when you grow up you'll be fine. I know you've got questions on your mind. Life is gonna happen one way or the other, whether you like it or not. Stop looking for the answers and you'll find what you've got. I met a young man. Searching for glory. I took out an old pen and wrote in my story. Then I kept walking on down the road. When the time is up, it's time to go. I pray he reads what's on the note and takes to heart what I wrote. I said, son, when you grow up you'll be fine. I know you've got questions on your mind. Life is gonna happen one way or the other, whether you like it or not. Stop looking for the answers and you'll find what you've got. When you grow up you'll be fine. I know you've got questions on your mind. Life is gonna happen one way or the other, whether you like it or not. Stop looking for the answers and you'll find what you've got.